Campus, community, parents, students, and fellow mentees. Thank you for having me. I was really very impressed with Anjali's progress. When I first met her, I was actually very surprised that she'd actually learned some coding on her own on Khan Academy. So me as a co-founder of a learning platform, I was very impressed at the her self-initiative, and I was even more excited to help her build her slime site. So yeah, that was a great experience for both of us.
Hello everyone, my name is Anjali and I'm a 6th grader. I'm also a part of the magic program here at GMS. Okay, whatever. Okay, so my mentor's name is Priscilla. She's a Stanford grad and a co-founder of the startup called Math Papa. She used to work at Google for notifications and Wi-Fi. Her hobbies are doing yoga, hiking, and spending time with friends. I've made a website called Slime Site. The purpose is for my coding skills to show you how slime works and to answer the question, what is slime? For my research and feelings on this, for my reflection and feelings on this, I feel surprised that I got this far, and I also feel ahead of the game because in 7th grade you make a website too. I also use GitHub for this project. GitHub is basically a coder social media where they can create websites and get their peers to see what they're up to in the coding world. So I made a document throughout this journey, and I picked the most important things and made another slideshow. Okay, never mind. You can see it when the tables are up. So, as you can see, my first idea for a homepage was this, and we decided that all the colors weren't the top priority, and if we had time, we would do it later. I think that working with a mentor, especially Priscilla, is both exciting and very educational. She's also a really good resource to have when you need help. Priscilla's pretty much up for anything. That's a question. I also learned that there's a lot of trial and error when it comes to making a website from just coding your ideas, and there's a lot of trial and error when it comes to working on a website. My website runs on GitHub, and the languages that I used were HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and a library called Processing. The purpose was to educate you about slime. I use Terminal for putting things on my local website, my private website, into my public website. The term for that is called pushing. The reason that I use a local server is because I needed that to have my PDE files, which are basically JavaScript files. The link on the bottom is all of my commits on GitHub. Commits are basically a note to the viewer and yourself to know what you did for the website and how it got to the state that it's in now. Okay, to sum it all up, I love coding. The whole reason why I did this is because I love computer science. I love computer science because you never know what to expect, and the end result is always so satisfying to see. A big thanks to Trista and Ira for organizing this. Also, a big thanks for Priscilla for mentoring me. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoyed.